It's a little bit funny complaining about toys.
You know, as somebody who's been around video games for a long time, I mean, I lived through the crash of the video game industry. You know, my Atari, my ColecoVision, my Intellivision, all of that stuff just sort of died out because of really bad games in the industry. And then the resurgence when the Nintendo Entertainment System came around. They had to call it an entertainment system because video games were synonymous with negativity back then. I've lived through multiple different pricing models for video games. When I was a kid, they ranged from about $40 all the way up to $90. I've lived through the $60 price of a video game standard. I've lived through the $70 price of a video game standard. And now here we are with one game that is $80. And when you separate all of that from the noise, at least when I do it, I think to myself, well, this is a Mario Kart game. It's a game that's going to be with the Switch 2 for its life. It's an evergreen title. You only get one Mario Kart game, and you're going to get it right at launch, and it's going to be supported for at least 10 plus years, the lifespan of the Switch 2. They packed in a whole lot. It's the largest Mario Kart game ever. Then the free roam, then the social features. So $80 doesn't seem like a lot to me. But it seems like this has taken on a life of its own for some people. And personally, and I'm sure that you can dismiss what I'm saying as shill, especially with the Wario shirt on, but I feel like it's like I'm the anti-YouTube YouTuber. I really don't put much stock in YouTube as a medium for talking about almost anything in a normal way. When I was a kid, YouTube was the schoolyard. If you were talking about Mario and Sonic, you were talking about it in the schoolyard in front of people. And you had to have your shit straight, or you'd get straightened out. With social media now, the algorithm rewards the negative, not the positive. There's very little positivity that gets traction. And when you add in money, of course, you're going to have YouTubers who notice that, and for some strange reason have YouTube as a job. And they push negative videos because negative videos gets traction. Traction equals views. Views equals engagement. Engagement equals money. Now, I'm not saying every YouTuber does this, but I have a very negative opinion of most YouTube. And that's just because I grew up without it, and all I've seen is negative get traction. Now, of course, you can chalk it up to, well, worry, your channel is just small and hasn't really taken off, and that's probably why you're upset. Maybe it's jealousy and all. Guys, I honestly do not care. I don't care if 2 people watch this or 2 million. I honestly do not care. I'm not monetizing these videos. I don't need money. I don't. This is fun for me. I enjoy video games, and I absolutely, positively love Nintendo. Doesn't mean I don't like PlayStation or like Xbox. I love Nintendo, and I love Mario Kart, so of course I'm going to pick it up. But I feel like when I see things from like huge YouTubers, like Mario Kart is $80 and nobody knows why, I think to myself, it's either that you're in your early 30s, maybe mid 30s, and you just don't have the experience or the time in or the frame of reference to look back at the early 80s and buying all these things and seeing price increases, or you're just very addicted to the algorithm. And you need these narratives to maintain themselves for as long as possible so that you can make as much as possible. Now, I know this isn't a popular opinion. I know people are going to come in the comment section and say, how dare you talk about my favorite YouTuber? He has 20 million subscribers and you only have 1,000 where you're a nobody. I get it. This is very, very trivial. All of this stuff is very trivial compared to how much gas, electric, water, the necessities are in life. This is a luxury hobby. It's a luxury. It's a privilege to be able to afford a video game system and then buy video games. It's a privilege. If you think games are too expensive, subscribe to Game Pass or PlayStation Plus. By the way, think about this. Take a look at the people screaming about Nintendo and then crickets when it comes to PlayStation Plus price increases in other parts of the world. But worry, that's other parts of the world. Well, what happened to the $90 US Switch 2 prices? They didn't exist because that was pricing it in other parts of the world. And yet, prominent YouTubers decided that it would make a lot of money to say $90 games in the US were a reality. And they're just not. But nobody really keyed in on that when it came to PlayStation, right? It's other regions. Those price increases are going to come to the US. The PlayStation 5 console increased in other regions in addition to PlayStation Plus. And those increases will come eventually. The PlayStation 6 will be a lot of money because the technology is exponentially better, hopefully, and it will increase. And you have to pay for that increase. Everything has gone up in my life. Everything. I went to the movies. 2 people to get into the movies, then you buy a drink and you buy something to eat. By the time you get to your seat, I think I spent at least $50. At least. Crazy. Back in the day, $20 maybe? Maybe 15? I'm talking 1980. So the idea that pricing stays the same in this one particular market, but everywhere else prices go up, it's just not going to happen. It can't hold. If you're worried about a crash in the industry, worry about that. The people who believe that everything should be given to them, everything should increase, technology should increase, but I'm not paying for it. It just doesn't make sense. It's why you see like Game Pass hitting a ceiling. There are people out there who don't want to put their games in a subscription service. They believe that they're valuable at $70, not $20 to Microsoft and a bag of money that covers the development cost. What about everything else after the development cost? It just goes right to Microsoft. There's all different ways to do this. It's like a buffet. When I was a kid, I would love to go to the buffet, right? The buffet was the place to go. They had all kinds of food, steak, chicken, shrimp, fish. It was crazy. And then I got older and I realized that the steak, the chicken, the fish, and the shrimp at the buffet were not as good as the steak, chicken, fish, and shrimp at a dedicated restaurant to shrimp, steak, chicken, or fish. Getting the beef Wellington at Gordon Ramsay's is much different than the beef Wellington at the buffet. And you pay for it. If you don't want to pay for it, you go to the buffet. It's okay. I enjoy the buffet, but I also know the difference between a good steak and a great steak. That's all. So a lot of this crying is people who just want you to do what they want you to do. They want you to affirm their beliefs. These are the same people that spend $3,000 on one component for a PC and then turn around and say $80 for Mario Kart, a game that's going to be with the Switch for 10 plus years? Too much. I don't know. Stellar Blade statues. I think they were, $2,400 or $1,300, something like that, for one statue. I don't know. It's all relative. Buy and play what you want. Don't listen to anybody. Listen to yourself. Don't take the opinions of people you don't know on the internet. Especially me. You don't know me, I don't know you. You don't know the YouTuber with 20 million subscribers or the YouTuber with no subscribers like me. Why would that person be more accurate? And if it's because they have a number higher to you, you're addicted to this stuff. There are plenty of people with huge followings that are absolute morons. Right? Life is too short. Play video games that you enjoy. Buy Mario Kart World if it looks fun to you. If it's too much, buy the bundle. It's essentially $50 for Mario Kart World. Oh, but then it's $500 is too much. Well, listen, guys. Get out of the hobby. Get out of the hobby. I am absolutely the anti-YouTube YouTuber. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that people listen to people because of a number. or because of a like on a post. I have 300 likes. It must mean I'm correct. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. Buy what you like, play what you like, enjoy what you like, talk about the things that bring you joy, and block out all the rest of the noise, because at the end of the day, this is going to happen. Prices are going to increase in every aspect of your life. And if the things that are luxurious items, like luxury items, like playing video games, going up make you angry, then cut some areas of your life, like streaming apps. How many streaming apps do you have? How much are you paying monthly for Hulu and Max and Disney Plus and Amazon Prime? I play piano. I like Roland. It's a company that makes instruments. You can get a keyboard for $1,000 up to multiple $1,000. All different price ranges. What makes the multiple $1,000 keyboard better than the $1,000 keyboard? Well, there's weighted keys. There's the action of the keys. They feel different when you're playing. But it doesn't mean that the multiple $1,000 keyboard shouldn't increase in price. They're giving me something different, something better. Perceived value. That's what we're talking about here. The industry's changing. It's going to change. It's always changed. I spent $90 for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, the gold cartridge. And this was a long time ago. So forgive me if I'm not upset that games have been $70 for a long time, and one game at the launch of a new system is $80. Let me know in the comment section below if I'm a Nintendo shill. Have fun. Like and subscribe. I'm supposed to say that, right? Anti-YouTube YouTuber. And I'll see you in the next video.